and welcome to Old Man Energy. I'm your host, Flint Anderson. Thank you for joining us. If this is your first time with us, and if this is a return visit for you, then we definitely appreciate you choosing to see us again. And by us, I mean me. I'm not sure why I'm speaking in the third person. If you do not already follow us on social media, make sure you go out and find us on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and X, all the different places. We put unique content on each one daily, plus some clips and shorts from the podcast. And as always, if you haven't liked and subscribed to the Old Man Energy, then absolutely make sure you do that before you jump off here. This is a bonus episode. So if you're not getting notified, you won't know about these little ones that don't necessarily get posted every Thursday. This is something that's been on my heart for a little while, especially with people in New Year's resolutions and working through their goals, different things like that. We find ourselves with a lot of daunting tasks that we're not usually used to doing or that we're having to do differently. It gets real challenging. And I know it's real easy to write those lists out the night before. Okay, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do this tomorrow. And then when you get down to it and you really look at that list when it's time to implement, it gets real hard. And you start looking for every excuse in the book not to do it. I know I do. And sometimes laundry looks more exciting than some of the stuff that's on my list that I really need to do. So one, you got to make sure that the stuff that's on your list is pushing you towards your goal and what you wanted to do. Make sure that it matters, because you don't want to do a daunting task that doesn't matter. That's just a complete waste of time and making yourself uncomfortable for no reason. But I want to compare this list to starting working out, whether it's going to the gym. I'm going to use going to the gym as an example just because it's an easy one for me to do. But it could be as simple as walking around the neighborhood, eating different, starting a diet, whatever. I've never gone to the gym and felt bad when I left. Now, I've been sore, I've been uncomfortable, but I've never felt bad when I left. I have decided not to go to the gym on days and felt terrible most of the day, like I should have gone the whole time. We've all been there in one way or another. It doesn't necessarily have to apply to the gym, but we've all felt that way at different times. These daunting tasks are the same way. Generally, when you get into them, you get in the middle of them, you don't hate them as much as you really thought you did. And when they're done, they feel really good because you know you've accomplished something, you've moved forward. But that same piece of discipline or motivation or whatever gets you into the gym, into the door in the first place, you can apply that to these daunting tasks as well. One example is a lot of sales reps are intimidated to make calls on the beginning of their career or in the beginning of their new goals or maybe a new job. Once that excitement wears off, it gets real hard to make those phone calls, to approach those new prospects, to have those uncomfortable conversations, whatever it is. Break it down into something that you can do. You know what? Okay, fine. I don't have to sit here for 4 hours and do this. I just got to do it once. And then once that's done, okay, I accomplished it. That wasn't so bad. Okay, I got to do it again. One thing I do when I'm doing my sales training or my coaching for sales reps specifically is I tell them, look, the answer doesn't matter. Your goal should be to get responses. So if you're having to make phone calls and follow up with prospects, you know what? Instead of, oh God, I got to sell 3 things today. Okay, well, you know what? I got to call 20 people. I need 20 responses. I don't really care whether those responses are yes or no, but I need the responses. That's it. I need 20 people to answer my question. Well, that's a totally different mindset and a lot easier than going in and going, oh my God, okay, I got to figure out which one of these I got to make them all buy. Now, so from a sales perspective, that's kind of daunting, but that's a way to break that down into an easy task. The same thing going to the gym. It's like, okay, all I got to do is walk in the door and I'm not going to do a heavy workout today. I'll get in there, I'll get my warm up done. I'll just go through the motions, but at least I'm here. You can tell yourself that when you walk through the door, but by the time your warm up is done, you slide right into your normal workout and you feel good. But what if you don't? What if you do actually just kind of go through the motions at the gym or you call 20 people and all of them reject you and tell you, no, not at this time, whatever. You still did the work, still showed up, you still feel better. You may not feel as good as you would if you just crushed it, but you still feel better than you would if you hadn't done it in the first place. And it makes it that much easier to do it again tomorrow because now you know that you're capable of executing on those tasks. Guys, I want to see each and every one of you succeed. That's why we do this. Feedback is what drives this podcast. So please share this with your friends if you found some value in it. Give us some likes, share it on your social media, shoot me a message in the comments. Let me know you guys are out there and listening. If you'd like to hear me talk about anything, well, shoot me a message on that as well. Take a look, be mindful. Our promo for our mastermind is starting up for 2024. Our first class is going to be launching in February. We are looking forward to changing some lives. I know the people coming out of the last class in 2022 are definitely better for it. The testimonials of, and we're not even done with that class yet, but the test are 2022, 2023. The testimonials that are coming out of that class are just absolutely amazing. People 3 times, 5 times, 10 times their incomes, and with the numbers to back it up. And I'm not talking about people that are already making $1 million and now they're making 3. I'm talking about folks that were making 20 or 30 grand a year and now they're making over 200. It can be life changing if you guys are looking for a difference and looking to scale and grow your business. Check that out as well. You can find that link in my bio. So love you guys. Peace.